my channel. You don't get glam enchanting little soul today. You get the enchanting little soul that has to shovel 12 inches of snow and counting. There's about 6 more inches coming here in the next 6 hours, and a 1/4 inch ice on my car that I have to maneuver to work tomorrow. So this is day 2 of snow days. So you get me today. So hi Virgo, this is your love reading. I'm excited to do it live and I hope somebody jumps on. Otherwise, this is a Virgo reading for all Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars Virgos. I do believe my readings are timeless. However, this is for February 2022. And if you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me over on Instagram. There's usually a few questions I like to ask before I actually do a reading for someone because I don't necessarily believe that I am the tarot reader for everyone. I know it's strange, but I don't. I don't. So with that being said, let's get started. So what's on the Virgo's heart for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. All right, Ten of Swords. So you've completed a cycle, and it's possible you're probably walking away on something better, or you're thinking about what's in your future. When I see the Ten of Swords, I often see like the light that she's walking to, and the ravens up there to me are kind of symbolic of like maybe some communication that you had that you weren't exactly proud of, or maybe failed relationships, things like that. So when you walk away from some failed projects, even, so when you're walking away, you're walking into the light and you're walking also uphill. So I almost feel like you're walking up into the next best thing. Okay. Okay. The Two of Cups. So there was a soulmate. I heard Libra energy, air energy. But that's this too. What I always talk about in a soulmate connection, soulmates are not necessarily meant to be forever. I feel like sometimes the Hollywood romantic idea of meeting someone, falling in love, and that's what it is not real. Like it's not real at all for any of us. And a lot of times I know as women, like we lose ourselves in our relationships and we don't hold our own identity sometimes. So, and a lot of times with soulmates or soul contracts, you connect with someone and then, you learn something and you move on. Or sometimes you stay and continue to try to learn. And sometimes you don't learn anything at all. Those are relationships I kind of tend to avoid anyway. So this soulmate connection that you have here, Virgo, you can see they've come together and they make this beautiful like rainbow, and then they separate, right? And they're still 2 separate people. So if you're walking away from a relationship and you're a little bit scorned or a little bit sad, it was supposed to happen. There are no mistakes. Okay, Virgo? There are no mistakes. We always fall forward, or fail forward is what I say. So really focus on what you learned in the past. I know that's heavy on your heart right now, but it really is in your best wishes, okay? So maybe this is somebody that you just celebrated an anniversary with or something like that. To me, it's more of a, you're having a balance, okay? So it's possible that maybe this is your life partner and maybe you're not necessarily walking away from the relationship, but maybe you're walking away from like things being in balance. Like maybe you're really owning your own identity in this too. Maybe you're just thinking about walking away. Yeah. I feel like that's almost it. Like you're thinking about walking away, but just know like, if you can create that non-codependent way about things, it's going to be better long-term. So that's what's on the Virgo heart right now. What's affecting the Virgo from past? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. And in love. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. Canadian geese. You have a thing for Canadian geese. They just flew by. Okay, you had a tower moment. Okay. Tower moment, meaning something busted up. Maybe this is somebody that you broke it off with before. Ooh, Leo energy, strength, perseverance. I feel like you have really kind of led this relationship a lot. Judgment. You know, maybe you guys got to that point where you're like divorcing, but you just kept going. I almost feel like you guys got to a point where you're like, okay, something's got to break. We've got to get better. And you tried really, really hard, Virgo. Oh, you tried so hard. But you know, it takes two people and two people moving in the same direction in terms of like wanting to grow. It's not about, it's definitely not, you know, it's not for lack of trying. But I almost feel like he's trying really hard, you're trying really hard, or she's trying really hard. Either way, you both are trying really hard, but you're not moving in the same direction. And things that are important to one person aren't necessarily important to the other. Neither of you are wrong people, but it's just they're not important in the same manner. So what's surrounding Virgo right now? What's surrounding Virgo right now in their heart space regarding this love reading? Okay. So you have been in your, almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like you've been in your head a lot. And what you don't realize is maybe you need to practice a little more gratitude for what you have and the experiences that you have. Because you can see this person is like sad and so like lonely, but yet like there's the pillow here to kind of comfort her beneath her. And then, you know, God's there too. You know, eights for me are typically kind of a major transformation point. So maybe that's where you're at too. Like you've got an idea, you have this amazing idea. You can almost see like, you know, this person has like their little bowls and they're full of like herbs and stuff. And then there's books and a feather and a candle, almost like they made a candle. And then there's the phases of the moon. Okay. So it's quite possible. And then the number 8, the number 8 is super significant for me in terms of transformation and just, it's my lucky number. So to me, this says you are very fortunate right now and you're not grateful for what you have right now. And it has nothing to do with that other person. The Hierophant, well, there's your card. I'm sorry, that's the Taurus card. But, you know, you need to get with spirit a little bit here and kind of get yourself grounded and be grateful for what spirit has given you completely, because you have so many wonderful gifts to offer and you're just kind of stewing in your own sadness because maybe this relationship didn't work out the way it was supposed to. And I heard family. So, you know, maybe your sisters or your brothers or your mom or his family or her family, like the other person's family and all that aren't exactly like, you know, when it breaks, you're breaking up family. And it takes time to heal. Doesn't mean they're going to go away forever, but it doesn't mean you have to completely shun them right now. But they're going to be okay. And you're going to be okay. Moving into the future for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. The future for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. Okay. The Moon, okay. Cancer energy and Two of Wands, adventure. And kind of thinking out the conflict. Yeah, there's ebbs and flows with everything. There really is. And especially in your future, when you're walking away from this, you are going to manifest exactly what you want. This is Pisces, Cancer, Libra again, I'm feeling. Um, I almost feel like you're going to travel, but whatever you're a manifester. Like that's what this is. Again, this is the 8, and then this, the 2 of Wands, is kind of a manifest too. Like you've got your journal down here, you've got your idea for adventure, you've got your world here, and you're just kind of looking out and thinking, what can I do next? Like what is next? What's my next plan? And basically, you have both your spirit side and your earthly side right here, okay? You've got your spirit and your earthly side here with you, Virgo, in the future. So again, when I said get right with spirit, spirit is around you right now. Like I said before, around your heart in this breakup. Spirit really is. And you need to get right with spirit and all of your ideas and get out of this sense of not being grateful. Okay? Things are going to work out really well for you. I'm going to put a little rose quartz and a little amethyst on your heart. I know that's sad. Okay. I'm going to seal everything with a starseed oracle. Hi, whoever's watching. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. Okay, this is out. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So it's quite possible, Virgo, when we talk about what was on your heart here and you walking away and that soulmate card, what I talked about here, I have a feeling there's a lot of codependency in this relationship. And like I said, it's important to be sovereign and separate, but be working together. And you are an empath. And I hate the word empath nowadays because I feel like everybody's an empath. But no, we learn how to respond to things from our childhood trauma, and we can read situations and know how to try to fix everything. But you can't fix people. Like, you cannot fix people. You can feel their feelings, but you've got to let them figure it out on your own. You need to become energetically sovereign and quit absorbing other people around you, because it's affecting your decision making. Okay, it's affecting, like, there's something really beautiful, and I can say this because I've experienced this over my divorce and in my last year. There is really something beautiful about walking into things and being completely unattached. Even if I'm dating someone right now, but I am unattached to an outcome. I'm unattached to any conversation we have and hoping it goes a certain way. I mean, there is that dreamy side of me, but being unattached of how your outcomes are. You need to be energetically sovereign of that. So you're not constantly if you do decide to divorce and move away, or move out or whatever, you have to quit thinking about what's going to happen to him or her, and don't really necessarily think about what's going to happen to you either, because you are a major manifester. You can get whatever you want, Virgo. It's all over. There's 8s everywhere. So you can get whatever you want from this. So I hope this reading gives you some peace. Again, if you want a private reading, please contact me. I'm going to put it in the description box later over at my Instagram. And we'll have a little talk, and I'll make sure I'm the reader for you. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.